Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday starting at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at auntiederek.com. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Tuesday, August 11th. So let me introduce my fabulous co-host. First, we have my icy chili. Hello, my love.
Hello there.
Hello there. And next, we have my gorgeous moon. Hey, gorgeous.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning indeed. And next we have my incomparable Libra queen. Hey, boo,
Hey, y'all.
with your cute self. And shout out to the listeners holding it down in the chat as well. Well, y'all, like I say all the time, we got us some good old tea to sip. So let's go ahead and jump right in.
Tea time.
Yes. Now, the first thing we're going to start off is some Beyonce news. Why is she being sued over Alien Superstar? The best song on, well, one of the best songs on Act One, child, on Renaissance. You all should see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Beyonce dragged to court over alleged unauthorized sample. So let's get into it. So Beyonce is being dragged to court over an alleged unauthorized sample on her hit Alien Superstar, TMZ has learned. According to court docs obtained by TMZ, a company called Heroes Enterprise and a producer named Suji Heroes are suing Beyonce and various music companies for alleged copyright infringement. Heroes says it owns the rights to a song titled Moonraker, performed by a musician named John Holiday. The company says Beyonce sampled the spoken word introduction of the song Alien Superstar, which was released on her 2022 album Renaissance. The suit claims Beyonce and her team did not obtain a license at all for the use of the sample before the release, but did obtain 1 week. But did obtain 1 week after the album release, but only from the performer Holiday, who Heroes claims has transferred his entire interest in the song decades earlier. Heroes says it put Beyonce's company on notice about the infringement, but has continued to sell the record. B but Beyonce continued to sell the record, and the company is seeking an injunction to stop Beyonce from continuing to make money off their work and for unspecified damages. Crazy. So basically, long story short, what this article is
Haters.
explaining, yeah, really haters, to be honest, because they're saying that
Talking about off their hard work when you bought it from someone else. Crazy.
wake that up. So because basically Beyonce did what she was supposed to do. She went to the artist itself who said the spoken word introduction to that song. But unfortunately, Heroes, they're saying that, well, he didn't own it. We own it. We bought that from him. So Beyonce should have talked to us about using that sample. So
And baby, it's 2026. I need
mhm.
y'all to really pack it up.
We are waiting for Act 300. This is old, like girl. But I agree with Libra Queen. Like this, so just trying to get their name in the news somehow. And look, it worked. We
And
talked
won't be
about
and listen, it won't be relevant for that long.
it. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all think them barbs might be lethal, honey. One thing you don't want it with is the old school high.
No, but not even that. They better take their lesson from goddamn Khalees. Because what did Beyonce do? She said, snatch, since you got a
Okay.
problem, snatch it on right out the song. It's no problem. Oh, you just saying a little hippity hop hip hip, and you want to check, and we went to the person we thought, well, who's the originator of it, and you talking about something. Well, no, we own it, baby. That's not my problem. And don't worry about it. We finna cut it right out the song. Go to hell.
And you know Beyonce love that OT Genesis song, cut it, cut it, cut it,
Hello,
cut it. She'll cut it in a heartbeat.
and won't miss a motherfucking beat. And then what's crazy is that the Hive is still gonna sing the song, sing the original.
Mm-hmm. Yo, baby, they straight up shaded Khalees, honey, when she was doing energy, honey. They kept saying the la 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 la. I was like, ooh, y'all nasty. Well, that is that on that. Now let's talk about her funny looking husband. So remember we talked about
Not
him.
too much on Sean Connery. But
I
also, you
was
see
like,
this
some
face over
things
here?
just ain't even
Face card never
necessary.
decline.
Sorry.
Just so unnecessary.
But what was unnecessary was Ray Daniel lying to us, honey, getting us excited for no reason. Because you see where it says here by way of Hot New Hip Hop, Rock Nation responds to report that Jay Z's album is done. So
I
remember,
knew, I knew that was a lie. I knew.
mhm.
Because first of all, they don't authorize nobody to come out and talk about none of their projects, Beyonce or Jay Z. So who gave you permission to say what's done and ain't? I knew that was some bullshit. But go ahead.
Yep. And that's pretty much the story. So Rock Nation actually put on their Instagram story. Y'all should see the screen I'm sharing, and they just pretty much said album done, fake news, and that's what. But when it comes to Rock Nation, should we take what they tell us at face value, or
I
uh,
read a tweet that said he's waiting on some kind of partnership to release the album because if he's going to get revealed as an industry plant if this album flops on release. So this is just
Revealed as an
people.
industry plant with a
I'm
30-year
like,
year career.
that's crazy, right?
I really need people to
To
be
get a
fucking
grip.
for real.
Right,
I
right.
know
This
people
is
are
crazy.
freely doing meth, coke, crack.
As long as this man's career has been, I'm like, what?
I
Industry
know they are
plant?
freely doing these things, huffing and shit. But I
Crazy.
need people to be fucking for real.
Right.
Who let a Gen Zer write this article? Who? Why? Why?
A Tide Pod eating Gen Zer?
Because that's what I believe. Because it couldn't have been nobody that actually knows the career. It couldn't have been. Because that sounds dear. You sound stupid. You sound stupid. So I can only attribute that to somebody that was not of the times. That was it's just
And the
Gen.
other motherfucker, who's the other motherfucker who reported, oh, the album done? Whoever that is, you're cut
Ray
off.
Daniel?
You're cut
And
off.
Ray Daniel, he cut off. I already know he cut. I said, oh, you talking about they shit? Oh, you're cut off. Like, if you had access, you do not have access no more. Because the number one rule with that family, nobody talks.
Mummy
Nobody
is the
talks.
motherfucking word.
You better ask Tiffany Haddish, honey, because now she want to go to one of them parties so bad, honey. She will not be invited to another one because girl, you talk too much.
Talk too much. I mean, not Kelly don't talk about Kelly. I ain't telling you shit. Um, who else? Michelle
Mom,
don't talk. Uh,
Mama Tina is the worst one to try to keep her
because
mouth closed, and she
she
still
is
don't
a
be talking.
boomer. She a
Yeah,
boomer.
again, and she still be holding water sometimes, a lot of
Yeah,
times.
yeah. For the yeah. But she don't tell it. She don't tell nothing that's important that Beyonce ain't already probably gave her permission to say. Like, go ahead, girl.
Here now.
But I mean, Guru don't talk. None of his close Meek. Not Meek. What's that boy name? Memphis Bleak. Um, Tata. None of them. Nobody talks. So all
Tata
of a
always
sudden
trying to be in the
you
spotlight.
got all the information and you talking. Hmm. Hmm.
We kind of a lot of us kind of fell off on him when he was going at Flipper T about that affirmation song and felt that
Oh,
that content creator made her song bigger than what like no and felt like he
oh, is that
deserved
the
the
same
award.
guy?
That was him.
Yeah.
Who?
Oh well, then we should have known when he said that, child. We should have known.
Wait, what's the song?
My affirmations love a real bitch. You wrote
Damn, that girl was doing that dance.
And he want to take credit.
Please, sir.
oh, because
Please.
he was just dancing around some Timberland boots and gyrating and stuff. Don't nobody put on a shirt first of all. Don't nobody want to see all that. I'm gonna take one of his lines. Shut up. I ain't gonna lie, it do be kind of funny when you do that. You like, shut up.
Shout out to Tata
Well,
because he just being cut. When he said Tata take care of my kids after he done grooving. Amen. Amen.
well, you
That's
kind of breaking up. What'd you say? Are you talking about the line out the song?
yeah. He said Tata take care of my kids after he done grieving. That's if him and I say bye that fire in the house. Because
Girl,
they
your
going
mic is
to
going. Your connection is in a blender right now.
no Lord, fix it, Jesus.
Well, speaking of fixing things, honey, I don't know if because Riley, TMZ actually called Riley Burrs out on her way to somewhere, and they was asking her about where does she stand with Todd Tucker, because Todd was a part of her life since she was a child. So you all should see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Riley
Damn, she look
Burris
like
on where
Candy
she
right
stands with
there.
Todd Tucker since he divorced Candy. I'm sorry, Moon. What you say?
I said, damn, she looked like Candy right there. That was the first time, like, I was like, oh, she really looked like Candy right there.
She does, and I have to say, I love that hair on her. It is just too
Mm-hmm.
cute.
It is cute.
Well, let me share my screen and let's see what Riley has to say when TMZ want to show it to us. Okay.
Kind of sad to hear that you and Ty were not the same.
Like he still supports me a lot. He texts me even when I have bad episodes. He's always like, "I'm here for you always." But going through a divorce is never easy, and we all feel it.
Last. Would you be open to your mom getting married again in the in the future? Maybe not now, but maybe in years to come. I know you've been through probably a lot of
Anything
relationships.
that makes her happy, I'm here. But I think my mom, she's a strong woman. I think she wants to take some time to be by herself and just girl boss and travel the world. I'm still mad, Mom, that you haven't invited me on any of your trips. But I love this for you.
I love that. Thank you so much, Riley Child. We'll see you later.
Dumbass question.
Too
Again.
adorable.
Again. Well, how do you feel? Do you think your mom should get married? Girl, she can't control her mama. Shut up. That's a stupid ass question.
It sure
She
was.
fucking grown. If you
So we have
dumbass
a
question.
question asking, is Dr. Heavenly's daughter on this next gen show? That's a good question. I haven't watched, so I couldn't even tell you. They say Riley and that other girl were funny and opinionated little girls. I happen to like Riley a lot. Like based off of what I've been seeing on the TV, she's a well, she was a little mean to Todd's daughter at first, but I think that was like due to a bunch of editing. But she seems like a nice girl with a good head on her shoulders, and I think
And
on the
media
next
trained.
in media train. But I do think them next gen producers are trying to make her look a little villainous. So
Hmm. Of
mm.
course, they're gonna try and make the black woman look villainous. Hmm.
Mhm.
But I also think that girl, whoever that is on the TMC, I need to see her face because she asked some stupid ass questions. My God.
Yeah, listen, I don't even blame her because Harvey probably like, look, you better ask a minimum of about 5 questions. I don't give a damn what you can ask them how the weather is. I better hear 5 questions in that clip before you post it on my website. Allegedly, allegedly.
Do better. I need y'all to prepare some better questions. I mean,
Mhm.
Claude is out there. Chat is out there. Get some help.
Way
Cause
better.
these dumbass. What do you think your mom? Cause she get married again? What think you gonna see? What she gonna do? Stop a grown ass woman?
But look, just like they can't tell me nothing about her mama, honey. I am a Candy Burris stan, honey. I don't care. I don't care. If people be like, oh, her voice don't match her pen or whatever. That's fine. But
That
y'all
don't
gonna tell me
matter.
nothing about season 3 of the winner of the Mad Singer, honey. So
Oh, I don't care about that. I care. First of all, Candy is a boss bitch. Is her voice great? No, but her pen is nasty with it. She is cross genre writing. She is multifaceted. She was the most, I mean, like the most savvy out of the whole exchange um group. So, and made her shit pop. Now,
and matter of fact, I think Escape still
Escape, thank that's an exchange. Escape, thank you.
we black. We knew what you meant, girl. But I think they actually still performing as a trio to this day because I think it's to my knowledge, I think it's still Candy, not Latasha, Tamika, and
Yeah,
Tiny.
the sisters couldn't get it together.
Yeah, because Latasha, weird ass hunting girl. Don't even get me started on that one.
Crystal fascism, was that what it was?
And get me just putting all your trust in a man.
Hmm. Male centered ruin got your life ruined now. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Candy is that girl. And you know who's a hater? Tamar. Tamar, I want you to know, bitch, you's a hater.
And
You hate on your sister. You hate on Candy. You hate on anybody that has clearly more. going on, and you have a beautiful voice. Yeah, but
And honestly,
you the
Tay, I can't
problem.
argue with that. Like the way you because Tamar, I wanted to be one of the Tamartians for the longest, but girl, your actions as of late, I can't rock with that girl.
Just ooh, she act like a spoiled little sister. Always want her way. Always mad.
So we have a
Thinking
comment
she's
saying Candy was the real housewife that was like truly successful, wealthy, and talented. Yeah, and I think that's
hmm
probably and along with Lisa Vanderpump, probably because they had wealth before coming onto that platform. Like,
yeah.
yeah, because Candy, like Candy being Birds, honey. She wore No Scrubs, and I think that No Scrubs actually took her and Tiny to a whole nother level of songwriting.
Well, and then she's also wrote a cluster of pop songs that did well. On the white
Including her
genre
own.
side.
Yeah, including her own pop song, Don't Think I'm Not, honey. That song is iconic. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay,
If you
Auntie,
want
whatever
to
you
keep
say,
it close, don't think on it.
Hey, hey.
whatever makes you happy, honey. But yes.
That's my shit. Yeah.
That was a time when like Candy Burr was like really what that song put her like made her one of the only black girls in pop at that time. To my knowledge. So hey, they can't tell me nothing about Candy.
I look. Now I don't care for her voice in the long run, but you cannot deny her talent and business acumen. She been out here doing her thing. So
Yes, ma'am. Well, honey, while we still in the Bravo world, honey, let's talk about Anne Marie Wiley. And I'm actually gagged at this, honey. But then again, I shouldn't be because when I clipped this story the last time, like it was a lot of people in the comments on social media that was pretty much like questioning Anne Marie's credibility. But you all should see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Ex NFL star Marcellus Wiley's domestic violence case dropped by prosecutors.
ooh.
Girl, I was gay. I'm like, oh, well, girl, let's get into it. Former NFL star Marcellus Wiley is no longer facing a criminal charge over an alleged domestic violence incident involving his estranged wife, Anne Marie Wiley, TMZ has learned. According to court docs obtained by TMZ, prosecutors in Orange County, Florida, told the court they would not be pursuing the case. The filing states prosecutors declined to file charges because testimonial evidence received is not corroborated by any physical or other evidence and is therefore insufficient to obtain a conviction. In other words, it sounds like prosecutors didn't feel there was enough evidence for an easy conviction. As TMZ first reported, Anne Marie called cops after she claims things got physical inside a Florida hotel room. She told cops Marcellus poked her in the cheek and threatened to kill her. Marcellus adamantly denied the claims. Anne Marie filed for divorce and a restraining order days later, claiming Marcellus was violent throughout their marriage. He has denied her claims. Mm-mm. Well, that's
Well,
that.
that sounds a little shaky on her part.
Damn. Because the thing is, I don't doubt that he was proud. This man is a whole proud Trump supporter, honey. They is usually a certain type of man to want to be a fan of that man, right? And a lot of times, based off of what we've seen, these men tend to be abusive. So I don't doubt that something possibly happened, but damn, can she prove it? And that's where we are. Unfortunately, the prosecutors couldn't prove it. Damn. Well, that's that on that, honey. At least you still got the restraining order, I think. Girl, let's get into some more football tea, honey. Girl. So y'all remember we talked about that man who allegedly scammed a bunch of football players but ended up being found dead in that pool?
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, baby, y'all need to look at the transactions. Well, I guess they did, honey. Because look, y'all should see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Ex NFL GM Steve Keim worked with dead alleged scam artists and claims he's a victim. Oop, let's get into it. Well, former Arizona Cardinals general manager Steve Keim's connection to Muhammad Koulibaly is being revisited after the alleged scam artist's death earlier this month. But the ex NFL exec is adamant he's a victim. As TMZ previously reported, cops found Koulibaly's body in a residential pool in New Jersey after his family called for a welfare check. The matter is currently under investigation. Prior to his death, Koulibaly was accused of targeting former NFL players for investments in bogus e commerce businesses, although he partly denied the allegations made against him. In the original Barron's report, Koulibaly's motion ventures allegedly inserted fake sales to the online shops to make them look more successful. And Kime was at one point listed as the company's chief operation slash growth officer with his hands on position. Kime told ESPN he did, in fact, work with Koulibaly without earning a salary and was led to believe the company was legit. So he introduced the investment opportunity to friends and family, one of them being Seattle Seahawks GM John Schneider. Kime claimed he actually lost more than $1 million from his own investment, and his name was used to legitimize the business. In fact, the ex exec claimed he had his own concerns about the business prior to Koulibaly's death and ultimately apologized to investors. NFL names like Jalen Carter, N'Kobe Dean, Tay Crowder, Matt Breeder, Terrell Edmonds, and Schneider were reportedly impacted by the alleged scam. Kime has since lawyered up, according to Arizona Sports. It's not the only issue Kime is dealing with at the moment. In a since deleted post, the former Cardinals receiver DeAndre Hopkins reportedly accused him of a PED test setup, resulting in a $5.2 million salary loss. Mm-mm. Girl. So I feel like TMZ is trying to tell us without telling us, baby. We might. This is somebody that we need to be looking into. Reason being is because his name. Not only was he scammed, his name was then used to scam other people. I'm gonna follow this story, y'all. We gonna get to the bottom of this, even if nobody else does.
No, this is a definitely who done it because there's a lot of victims. I'm surprised Bernie Madoff didn't get whacked the way he took them people to the cleaners.
Listen, okay, girl. Well,
But yeah,
well, speaking of more footballing and scamming, honey, let's talk about Sauce Gardner. Y'all know who he is? I don't know,
that
but
name does not sound familiar.
it says he's an all pro cornerback, whatever that means.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um, but he's suing a contractor, and you all should see. I just shared here by way of TMZ. Sauce Gardner sues contractor for $1.4 million and says you screwed me. Mm-mm.
His mama named him Sauce, like for real. Huh.
Let me see. Let me see. Sauce Gardner. It looks like it. And he was born in, oh no. His name is Ahmad Sauce Gardner. So they just call him
Okay.
Sauce. His real name is Ahmad.
Okay. Because I was like, huh? Okay.
Oh, and he's gonna be 25 on his birthday this year. His birthday the day after my mama's on August 31st. This boy was born in 2001. Good Lord. Oh my God. Bitches. Oh.
Welcome to the club, Auntie. Because when you start saying when people was born when you was outside, you like, wait, huh?
Like, huh?
Huh? When did this happen? Yeah, they adults now.
Girl. Well, Sauce Gardner is calling an audible after he says he dropped nearly $1.5 million on a real estate deal gone bad in Detroit, claiming the contractors misled and then ghosted him. The all pro cornerback, rep by Ben Levine of Gordon Reed Scully Muxani, filed a bombshell lawsuit against the Michigan construction company and its CEO, accusing them of luring him into a $935,000 property deal based on false promises, then refusing to return a massive $500,000 deposit meant for renovations. According to the complaint filed on Monday in Wayne County, Gardner and Nicholas Sanborn of Sanborn Construction met on social media in March, and the conversation soon turned to a historic apartment building that was for sale in the Motor City. Sauce thought it was a good opportunity, especially after he was allegedly told an adjacent property was also for sale. He says it actually wasn't. So he bit buying the 102-year-old building in May for over $900,000. Shortly after closing, he hired Sanborn as the general contractor to revamp the spot. Gardner says he wired SB over a $500,000 for the first phase of work: windows, roofing, doors, and framing, and he was assured the whole project would be wrapped up in a matter of months. But the NFL star instead, I'm sorry, but the NFL star says instead of hammers and nails, he got radio silence. No calls, no progress photos. To add insult to injury, Gardner says after he cut the check, Sanborn posted a YouTube video titled Completely Restoring an Abandoned 102-year-old Historic Apartment Building with Sauce Gardner, using the Pro Bowler's name to promote themselves without his permission. By the time July rolled around, Sauce apparently had enough, and he ordered Sanborn to cease all work and return his $500,000. However, he says they kept on spending, ultimately dropping $160,000 on materials at Home Depot 16 days later. Sauce is suing for a breach of contract, unjust enrichment, fraudulent inducement, fraudulent concealment, and negligent misrepresentation. He's demanding all of his money back, plus additional damages stemming from the failed deal. We've reached out to the defendant, but so far, no word back. Well, honey, if they're not calling Sauce back, they're not gonna call you back, TMZ. So that's that. But yeah, you know, work. I feel didn't we see this name before? Gordon Reed, Scully, Mukasani. I feel like these are the same people that were involved in the Rock Nation lawsuit. I think I remember this name.
Don't
Oh,
give
I
me the
remember
line. I don't
hearing it.
remember.
The name.
Yeah, I think these are the same people because who was it? I forget because we've talked about it, child. We talk about so much shit, but there was let me see. I'm just doing a quick Google search. Rock Nation. Yep. It says the connection between the national law firm Gordon Reed Scully Mukasani and the entertainment company Rock Nation primarily stems from past high-profile legal fee disputes where Rock Nation executives or affiliations surfaced in court filings involving major music and sports clients. So, yep, these are the same people that were suing Messy Desi for like we're not covering your legal fees for that shit. Or so, well, I forget how to, but yeah, these are the same people. I knew that name looked familiar.
Well, you will remember because you know you have the resentment in your
And
heart.
do. And any Messy Desi story, honey, even if she stubbed her toe, we gonna be talking about it on this show. Miss Mamas, you done pissed off the right bitch. Well, that is that on that. I actually want to see more of this. I truly do. So there was a former NFL player, Jeremy Shockey. He's revealing how he had a vasectomy when he was early. He had a vasectomy when he was 21 years old because he knew then he never wanted to have any children. And you all should see where it says here by way of Us Weekly, New York Giants legend Jeremy Shockey reveals the surprising reason he got a vasectomy at 21. Well, former New York Giants tight end Jeremy Shockey revealed the candid reason he decided to get a vasectomy at just 21 years old. I had no kids. I don't want any kids. Shockey, who's now 45, said on the August 2nd episode of the Club Shay Shay podcast, adding that he only had so much space in his head, meaning his personal life took a backseat to his career. The ex NFL star said he had the procedure shortly after the Giants selected him with the 14th overall pick in the 2002 NFL draft. I didn't need that emotional support, Shockey told podcast host and former NFL tight end Shannon Sharp of potentially having a family. Listen, when we get home from work, what do you want to do? I want to sit in a um, hyperbaric chamber. I want to do acupuncture and I want to go to sleep. There's only so many weeks. I had to have a schedule. He added, it worked out for me. I always thought in my mind, this person plays the same position as me. He's got more catches than me. How is he married and he's got 3 kids? How is he juggling everything? I can't do that. I'm a very one lane guy. Shockey explained that he received his family's blessing before obtaining the vasectomy, including his mother, Lucinda's. I told her, Mom, I signed a contract with this team, but I don't know. They could trade me next year. So if I'm dating a girl here, I don't need any of this, you know? I just don't need to be a horse with blinders, Jeremy recalled telling her. Lucinda told Jeremy he made a great decision, adding that her son could save it in the sperm bank and you'll be fine. My brother had kids, so I wasn't yearning for that, Jeremy further explained. During his 6 seasons with the Giants from 2002 to 2007, Jeremy said he didn't have a single girlfriend, though he admitted to having a roughly month-long casual fling with model and actress Vita Guerrera after meeting her on a Sports Illustrated photo shoot. Jeremy has since had the vasectomy reversed, telling Sharp, who's 58, I want kids. The ex NFL player was previously married to Daniela Cortazar, but he filed for divorce after 8 months of marriage in 2012, saying the relationship was irretrievably broken. Following his tenure with the Giants, Jeremy played 3 seasons with the New Orleans Saints and his final NFL season with the Carolina Panthers in 2011. Stupid.
No, why is it stupid? I was Men
Well, I'm
should
talking
do it
well,
more often.
the reversal of the now you want kids at
Oh,
45 years old. You better sit your ass down.
well, yeah, but man, you could get this reverse. Like, if you want kids, if you don't want them, you could get a reverse. A woman getting her tubes tied, that is, you can't reverse,
You
and it's
sure can.
also more invasive. But
Yep.
go ahead, Libra Queen.
Oh, I was about to cuss him out because I thought he'd say he wanted kids at 58, and I was about to say, "Sir, you about to be at retirement age. You worried about motherfucking children? The hell with you." But yeah, it's more invasive to get tubal ligations reversed for women than it is for a man to get a vasectomy and reversed. But God bless him. You know, he was a smart person. You
Yeah.
know,
So nobody would be in his
he need to
pockets
teach.
talking about what is it?
I got a
Child
baby.
support.
Right.
Yeah.
But also he need to teach his friends. Teach the lead, you know? That should be a part of the rookie package. You're gonna come in the game, you're gonna get this snip and clip, and you're gonna hit these weights. Okay? No shade.
And he displayed that critical thinking that seems to be lacking amongst a lot of men, right? Because he said, look, he took him like, hey, got this my one of my teammates who is the same age as I am. This man is married with 3 kids. I don't see how in the hell he do it. I know good and damn well I can't do it. So and the other part of this story I really wasn't a fan of because I know there's a deep conversation that you have with your parents, stuff, but this is your body. I'm like a big believer in bodily autonomy, and nobody has the
Hmm.
right unless it's a doctor to tell you what you should be doing with your body.
I think he
So
sought guidance, like with his parents,
yeah,
um, which is
I'm glad I
also good. Huh?
I'm glad that's never been my ministry, amen.
okay.
Glory to God.
But we need more of this. Like vasectomies are very like not. I've known men to get them and go to work like the next day. So
Yes, and all these men
They're
that
outpatient.
I ain't getting no vasectomy, y'all are pussy. Y'all are so weak-minded. Oh God, it's so scary. Like, just non-educated. and uh, and so worried about y'all little sperm and doing
And then wind up with children they don't want.
and then be having erectile dysfunction any goddamn way by the time they're 30. The fuck?
Ooh. Well, that's that on there. More of this, please. Young guys, please get those vasectomies, honey. It really, because y'all listen to him. This is not y'all, you understand. My thing is right. Because remember when Kamala Harris was running for president back in 2024, and there was an outreach to the black men, the straight black men of the community. And they were like, what are your concerns? What do you want um Kamala to address if she's president? And it was like unanimous. Oh, we want her to do regulate child support. Huh? We want her to do something about child. So you pretty much want a woman to make you not responsible for contributing to a child that you brought into this world. I don't. So it's like if you feel like child support is a really big concern in your or will be a big concern in your life, then maybe think about it and don't be out
They're
here
not that
fucking
bright.
raw. But
I
hey.
mean, Anthony Edwards could have easily gotten a little vasectomy, been out here knocking down all the chicks he wants. And then when he was finally ready to settle down, he could have got it reversed. But no, he just procreated a bunch of kids and then basically said, I don't want none of them. I don't want them. Huh?
Or he could have froze his sperm. He didn't even have to get it reversed. Put you some sperm in the sperm bank and hold it if you want
Yeah.
children in the future. If you're scared of getting the reversal, might not work or whatever. But then you out here basically telling your child you don't want it. You give the mama a lump sum of money, like here,
Here,
go
ho.
away.
That's basically.
Basically, and now your child got to grow up learning, that you didn't care about them, you didn't want them anything. Just get the mom off your back. It's I don't think people understand how the trauma of that affects children. But I guess if you don't care nothing about the child, then you don't care about that either. But
Look,
imagine if you grew up knowing that your father did
diabolical.
that, but they don't.
Diabolical.
They don't care.
No. And the women who know that this men don't care and still bring forth these children under these circumstances. Mind you, you could do whatever you want. But then you come to the public, like, he needs to pay for his child. And he told me he didn't want no kid. All right, girl. He said he didn't want
Like, girl, he
it.
working at Amazon. What you think he?
I don't be understanding. I guess some people have these, religious views or, moral views that they don't want to. But girl, if he said he didn't want it and then you still have it anyway, go on about your business and just go on about life. Cause why are you complaining to us? You knew you had a baby with a man who said he didn't want the kid. I know he helped you make it, but then the ball is in your court to decide, do you want to bring a child into them type of circumstances?
Listen, girl, and then my thing is there's a whole pit because I'm a like tread the line when I say this because I cannot have a baby. I don't have a womb. But like there's when you said like you see how this man has told you, and even if he don't tells you, you see actions that he is doing like while you because there's a whole period, excuse me, there's a whole period that this child has to develop inside of you, right? And during that period, if he's showing you his ass then, like in the first trimester, oh, ma'am, what you think? The baby ain't even here yet, and you like they're critical thinking. We just
I,
don't have it anymore.
I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't if just blatantly, especially on the platform of like Anthony Edwards, like for him to have the notoriety and be famous like that, so that this shit is going to be on the internet. It's going to be out there. And yes, you probably raised your child in love, whatever. But you knew. The first one knew, the second one knew, the third one, like y'all knew. And there was examples before you. I, I don't be understanding the thought process behind that.
Honey, it's that millennial. We're all special. Everybody's special. You're special. Like everybody think they special, honey, and it won't happen to
No,
them.
that's about a paycheck a lot of times. Now let's call it what
Mm,
it is.
What
They
that?
know, but
Mhm.
they don't care as long as that child support come in regularly. That's all they. It's
yeah,
it's people out here that just want to make a living off of that. They don't
yeah.
want to work. They want to live in $1 million house. They want to drive a nice ride, and go sit in the house and wait on that check. So let's just call it what it
Well,
is. I'm not hating on it. If that's what you want to do, you got a nice body, a pretty face, you out there looking for a paycheck, that's on you. But then don't be on the internet crying about, I had the baby, I let you know, you didn't come by and see the baby, you didn't do that, you didn't do. Girl, come on now.
hmm hmm I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for the crying on the internet about it. Uh, uh Prime example. What's the dude we just was talking about them? Boo Boo, shitty shorts. Um,
Oh, Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce. Girl, you picked up this dude after his NBA career. What you thought you was gonna get? What did
Mhm.
you think? And I
Yes.
know you just and then he wasn't even like it was just the whole story was like, girl. And then now you want this amount of money to take care of a child. $30,000 a month.
I guess she figured that since I might have to change 2 sets of diapers, you gonna compensate me for it.
But he
Let me
ain't even with you. He ain't even
Mo-
with you.
more than his other four children are getting. She wants a whole $30,000. Like, girl, be fucking
For
for
a
real.
retired, in not even just retired, been retired.
Been retired.
The money goes down the further away they get from their career.
All his little contracts is ending. Whatever he was getting on the side,
The
all that
influence
to
ain't
an end.
there like that.
Yeah, like, girl.
I was like, y'all just got to start using again. Reasoning and deduction and critical thinking go together real bad. I need y'all to start putting them together.
It'll
Wouldn't
keep you
that be
safe and save you
nice?
from a lot of disappointment. Like for real, for real.
Look,
Don't be mad. Just if you did what you did, accept it and move on. You're not
like
gonna get
Anthony.
no $30,000 from that man. And if that man don't want to see that baby that he told you he didn't want, well then he don't want to see that baby. And just
Right.
if you thought he was gonna change his mind once it came out of you or what, you know, no,
He- Child.
no,
And I'm like, we are in 2026. There is so many millions of examples that don't work,
example, yes,
that don't change their mind.
mm-mm, mm-mm,
Listen,
And
there are 2 women in my life who this has happened to personally, honey, and I won't say their names, of course, on the public platform, but one of them, hun while they were pregnant, like I just gave her, he showed his whole ass during the first trimester, and the elders in this one well, hell, both of them. There were elders, and they had support systems in their life, like, "Listen, girl, this ain't gonna be a good look, and you already going through a certain situation right now, it's not gonna get better. So, we will help you terminate this, pregnancy if you want." And both of them initially said they were going to do it, but then they stopped. Oh well, no, because they actually admitted to me after the fact, like some years down the line, that I thought that once the baby was born, then it
mm-hmm,
was going to change his mind. Why would you think that?
girl,
One of them actually got married during while she was pregnant. So
mm,
it's like, girl,
mm. And just like, boy, that now, what was real gangster, Anthony Edward, when he paid that fucking child support up front,
in up front, baby.
I said, oh, wow, he changed the game with that one. Oh, I
Don't
wasn't
come
ready.
back looking for nothing else. Here, girl, here.
Here's the whole 18 years worth of it. And
Mm-hmm,
and so when she went back to try and get more money, I said,
mm-hmm,
see, that's all you wanted was the money.
mm-hmm.
You,
Yep.
you, you wanted to have that be your income and so that you would never have to work.
That's
Mm,
where a lot of them do it. I mean, I don't think it's love and they, be so in love and they want to have a baby and think he loved them. No, we know what it is. You notice all these girls have a certain look. Every single
mhm.
one of them, big titties, big ass, nice bodies, pretty faces. Y'all all look
Bust
the
down
same.
weaves. Hmm.
Yeah, bust down weaves, all look the same. Now, like I said, I'm not mad at that, but let's call it what it is. And if you're gonna do that, get with somebody who can satisfy your requirements as far as monetary um, compensation. But don't be crying about they don't want to see the baby. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. I don't want. We don't want to hear it. Take us out the
like,
group
please
chat.
stop putting us in positions to have to side with straight men. Like, we
Right.
don't.
Okay.
Please. Please.
Exactly. Because that is the one thing I really hate in this world. I don't want to side with them at all. But y'all
Now,
keep acting like birds.
I hate to say this, but one thing Diddy did do is he took care of his children. He took
No
care of
matter
Kim
who he
Porter.
made
You
it with.
hear me?
Mhm.
He took care of that girl and his twins. He took care of
And
them.
all the mamas.
All the mothers. He took care of them. You know. So be happy with that. She was happy. She's like, "What? I get to sail on the Riviera in the summer. We do this, we do that. What is there not to be happy about? You know." She didn't care that he was over here and over there and doing this and that. She's living her best life. Live your best life. Drive your little Range Rover, your G wagon. Go to your nice house and keep us out the group chat.
That part. Well, honey, some people want more money and some people just want a kidney, like Victoria got it. And let's talk about her, honey. So remember we were remember the last story we read?
Yes. His ass had to go to jail. They said, fuck this shit.
They say you playing too. You and your mama playing on our top. No, get your ass to jail.
Poor baby. Well, she done fucked around and lost a kidney.
Hmm. Well, y'all should see here by way of TMZ. John Gotti's grandson enters prison after plan to donate kidney to mom ruined by infection. Libra Queen, I'm gonna mute you, baby. I'm hearing an echo. All right, so this starts. John Gotti's grandson, Carmine Agnello, has surrendered to the Bureau of Prisons after a New York judge denied his request to again delay his report date in order to donate his kidney to his ailing mom, Victoria Gotti. The BOP tells TMZ Carmine surrendered himself on Monday and is now housed at the Federal Correctional Institution, FCI Ferreton, located in Ferreton, New Jersey. TMZ told us all about it. Carmine was sentenced to 15 months in prison after pleading guilty in September 2024 to a $1.1 million wire fraud scheme tied to COVID-19 relief loans. He was able to secure an extension to his original July 20th report date due to his plans to donate a kidney to his sick mother. However, Victoria got a nasty infection just before they were both set to go under the knife on August 3rd, and the surgery was canceled. The judge overseeing the case gave Carmine until August 10th to donate his kidney, and if the kidney was donated by then, his surrender date would be pushed back to September 18th, but Victoria was unable to get medically cleared for the surgery. Carmine's lawyer, Robert Beltrani, asked for a third extension in a filing Monday, but the judge denied, instead postponing Carmine's report time by 2 hours. As TMZ reported Friday, sources connected to the Gotti family told TMZ this was an emotional time for them, adding the infection was an unforeseen issue, and Carmine simply wanted to help his mother as she battles severe kidney disease complications. They added Carmine was never trying to escape his sentence, but wanted to secure the surgery before reporting to prison. TMZ reached out to his attorney. So far, no word back. So
How
yeah,
many years does he have?
I
15,
think a year.
15 months, I think. He's not
Hmm.
gonna be in there that long.
Well, hopefully she can just get dialysis and hold on.
Yep. I don't know because they say, I mean, and I know infections happen. Truly, I do, but I don't know. Honey. The time it just seems a little.
Mhm.
That's the muffer. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get as much time as I can with my son. But yeah, unfortunately, didn't work out that way. Well, that's that on that, honey. Let's get into some ratchet shit, honey. So, did y'all know Charleston White, silly ass, was arrested in Houston?
No, recently? Oh,
Yes, I
good.
think yesterday. That's when it happened.
Oh, good, because he's annoying.
Yes, he is. Hey, you know who else finds his ass annoying? Lil Woody. Okay, you should see where it says that by way of hot new hip hop, Charleston White smiles in mugshot following arrest, and Lil Woody responds. So I'm gonna read the article and then we're gonna play the oh my god, we have a question saying, did they confiscate the eye? Oh my god. Oh my god. So we're gonna read the story and then watch the this Lil Woody clip. But this starts. Charleston White was arrested recently on charges of driving without a license, carrying a weapon, and possession of marijuana. The arrest landed White in jail for a brief period of time, and it also led to a mugshot. In the mugshot, White can be seen smiling. Mugshots are typically a lot more serious. However, White is known to be an internet troll, so it should come as no surprise that he would want to take this kind of approach. With White's arrest and the subsequent mugshot going viral all over social media, Lil Woody has decided to respond. While Woody and White have appeared in dating game shows together, they have some animosity in the past. That animosity was on full display as Lil Woody called out White for making a mockery of his situation. Woody even went so far as to call Charleston White a clout chasing junkie for being a 50-year-old social media troll. Moreover, he voiced concern that White is 50 years old and is still out here getting arrested. Clearly, Woody feels like this whole situation speaks to how serious of a character White truly is sometimes. At the end of the day, White is going to continue to do what he does best, regardless of what Lil Woody or anyone else has to say. If you remember, he recently launched a beef with Jay Prince Jr. and Mob Ties. Clearly, White is willing to stir the pot with whoever, whenever. As for his recent arrest, they tell us to stay tuned for more details as there's little known about White's ongoing situation. But if why this is the little Woody clip is so important because if y'all remember during the YSL trial, Charleston White was one of the main people saying that Lil Woody was a snitch and all this and that. So let's see what Lil Woody has to say about all of this. Give me one sec. Let me share my screen. And here we go.
Ah, definitionally would do anything for some attention. 50 some years old, still going to jail. This nigga smiling on his mugshot, y'all. If this man is not a clout seeking junkie, look at him. Damn fool. Bitch-eyed fool. I know his mama disappointed in him. He go to jail and he smiling because he thinking about a Say Cheese interview. Say Cheese finna give me 10,000. I'm finna go spend 8,000 on a pile of set. I'm finna go, I'm gonna fly, that's another 10,000. But I'm gonna tell him 15. But I'm gonna tell him 25 because I gotta compete with Lil Boosie. Yeah, I'm finna go in there and talk about all type of shit. Oh, that nigga got me locked up. Yeah, old ass nigga, you should be ashamed of yourself. Steady going to jail, and I ain't went to jail. Look at your old hater bitch.
Well, tell us how you really feel, Lil Woody. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
Two sides of the same coin. That's crazy. Same nigga, different font. That's crazy.
Yes, honey.
And that voice. Ugh. Yuck.
Lil Woody cracks me up though. I'm sorry, he cracks me up, especially during that YSL. I think I mentioned this in the show before, with one of the prosecutors like, "Well, why did you shrug your shoulders like that?" Cause they my
Cause they
shoulder.
my shoulders. That's the same dude. I thought he was on trial. He got off.
Yeah.
That
Nigga,
video
Lil
of
Woody.
his testimony was wow.
Oh my god! I recently just saw some like multiple clips of him during and I was cracking up because I'm like, this motherfucker is stupid.
No, he's the character for sure, honey. And if you ever scrolling through TikTok and because he goes live on TikTok often, he is so mean, especially to a lot of it. Like one girl came up on his live because you can do the battle on TikTok. One girl came up, "Oh hey Woody, hey friend." He was like, "I'm not your friend." I'm like, "Damn, nigga," she was just trying to be nice.
Look, you can't be nice to ignorant niggas. Just watch them for afar. Don't get in they orbit, girl.
But I definitely took that from him, honey. When people like, "Why did you shake your head?" Because it's my head. Why are you struggling? Because they my shoulders.
Well, I mean, yeah, she was asking some stupid ass questions. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. She was asking some dumb ass questions. And he gave her the most ignorant ass answers in reply. And I love that.
She asked him, she said, "You got a beef with so and so?" He said, "Not if he's still here." Man, I died.
I think they let him off by the comedy alone because when somebody say that, oh, you guilty.
And we have a comment saying, "Understandable, I ain't one of your little friends." Oh my god. Now, is it just me? Because especially when Libra Queen said two sides of the same coin, honey, both of
Yeah.
them, both Charleston and Wood, remind me of some old school trade, honey. I won't elaborate
Oh,
any
I
further.
don't know. I don't know about that, but I believe you when you say it.
Girl, those, the auntie used to have a good time. We'll just say that.
We know. But yeah, no, they are the two sides of the same coin. But I think Woody's funnier or funny, and Charleston is just a menace.
Right. Agreed. Well, that's that on that. This next story, I won't spend too much time on it. A girl. Oh, no, he did not just try to read a bitch in the chat. Her talking about that pussy worn out. It is not this snapback, honey. You must be talking about another bitch, honey. But I know we don't care about neither one of these people. NLE Chopper and Erica Raven, they have called off their engagement.
Because is he really a beta, or is he really just trying to find out if he's gay or not? I
No,
mean,
I certainly don't think he's gay, like, at all.
okay.
Mm-mm, and if he was, he still can't sit with us. Mm-mm.
I can't tell because this picture is giving me something. I don't
Mm.
know.
Oh, it just got NLE Choppa and Erica Raven's engagement is officially over after less than 8 months of being engaged, and the singer just revealed the painful reality of their split on social media that we won't be watching. Um, In her video, Erica laid bare what went wrong, saying, I did the best to be the best fiance. I showed up as much as I can. I gave as much love as I can, but sometimes it's just not enough. So I will be moving forward by my lonesome. There's no ill will. I'm only 23, so it's hard. So it's been hard. Um, then it just says the couple's timeline was whirlwind. They first went public with their romance in October 2025 after sharing photos together. And by Christmas that year, NLE Choppa got down on one knee with a pink diamond ring on December 26, 2025. Yeah, that's it. I don't. Yeah, she's only 23, honey. But he's not that old himself. Let me see how old he is. NLE Choppa's age. Yeah, he's 23 also. So they both were born in 2000. Oh, good. Oh,
Don't he have a gang of kids too?
I think. Let me see. I don't think so. I think he only has one. Let me see. NLE Choppa kids.
Oh, it's just the young boy
You would want to
guy.
fuck me too. You want to sex me too. If I was a bad bitch, you would want to fuck me too.
Yes, and so he has 2, a daughter named Clover Briley Potts, who was born in 2020 with ex-girlfriend Mariah, and then the son, chosen one, Deshaun Potts, that was born in 2023. So he
His
got 2.
whole the one is his middle name. They spelled chosen with a Z, huh?
They did,
I,
and one is spelled WONE.
WONE. Wow. All right.
The children are our future.
The
Remember,
what
they're only
children?
23.
Mm, mm,
Who?
mm, mm.
Who?
WONE.
Yes, baby.
Mm.
Chosen is spelled CHOZ with a capital Z. So CHO capital ZEN, and then chosen one and
What
WONE.
them Christian folks say he's coming again? You know, I might
Mm.
have to get on board. Okay.
Mm.
They said if the children of our future, we have a comment saying the future looks bleak.
It real bleak. Bleak. It's dark. It's dark. It's real dark right now.
Oh gosh, y'all are cracking me up, honey. Well, this next story I have, honey. So how about the word on the curb is Adam Sandler and Ryan Reynolds are beefing. Like a beef, honey. They can't stand each other.
Yes, white people
Adam
shit. Yes,
Sandler.
let's
Adam
go.
Sandler, you say?
Adam Sandler, honey.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we love juicy white tea, honey. Well, y'all should see this exclusive by way of Radar Online. Adam Sandler and Ryan Reynolds locked in Hollywood rivalry.
Huh. Interesting.
So let's get into it. Adam Sandler and Ryan Reynolds are locked in Hollywood's hottest rivalry, insiders told Radar Online, and Taylor Swift plays a major role. While a source close to Sandler called rumors of a feud a lie and denied the two power players even know each other, insiders say the stars, who took radically different paths to the top, have disliked each other for years. Adam and Ryan are not friends. They're competitors, and that's not going to change anytime soon. It really comes down to their origins in show business, said an insider. Adam was not an overnight success. He grinded it out in obscurity as a young man, first in stand up, then in the early 90s on Saturday Night Live. He's always written his own material, and now he draws on the friends he made on his way up, like Jennifer Aniston and Chris Rock, to populate his films for Netflix and the big screen. On the other hand, Reynolds got his start as a child actor in a Canadian TV series that aired in the US on Nickelodeon. Goes on, Ryan never really had to cut his teeth the way Adam did to get on American TV. And when it comes to his films, Ryan takes a more mercenary approach, said a source. He turned his Deadpool movies into global hits precisely because he doesn't rely on people that he's known since he was in his 20s. If Ryan sees dollar signs, he'll put somebody in his movie. Amping up their rivalry even more, Adam has emerged as a major player in Swift and hubby Travis Kelsey's social circle, while the superstar singer's former BFF Reynolds and his wife Blake Lively are on the outs. Sandler quietly supported Swift and Kelsey after Lively drew the singer into her legal battle with her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni, Insider said. He grew close to TNT after featuring Kelsey in his 2025 big screen comedy Happy Gilmore 2 and officiated at their star-studded wedding. Added a source, Adam is all about loyalty and long-term connections, and he's well on his way to forging that kind of relationship with Travis and Taylor. That has to drive Ryan absolutely nuts. Mm-mm. I actually think this is true. I truly
Well,
do.
you could blame his goddamn wife for that shit.
Hmm.
And anyways, they ain't even the same. I don't even see them on the same, like, I don't even see them competing. I don't see them doing the same things.
I mean, maybe if you order Adam Sandler on Temu, you might get a Ryan Reynolds. I don't know, but
I just don't see it the same. And also, yeah, everybody does it differently. Yes. I'm down with the people that's been down with me. There's a lot of folks from the old school that ride like that. Like I ride with the people who fucked with me from the beginning. And that's just that. Can't nobody be mad about it. You just can't be mad. You just can't ride that ride with them. Like,
exactly.
What?
example, Kevin Hart. He don't have nobody opening his show but his boys. Ain't nobody getting on but them boys. That's it. Now, if you mad about it, that's your problem. That's just how they run it.
Why do they care what each other's doing? I don't
I don't
understand.
know.
They both
I kind of
successful.
don't believe
Like, why do they care? Like,
Ryan
it.
Reynolds should worry about Mint Mobile.
Ooh, ooh, okay,
And
them
that soccer
$15 a month
team that he
plane.
got. And he got that soccer team. He's fine. I don't know. I hope that's not true because it's too petty. You know something? Too petty
Based
to
off of
true.
what we know about them white men and how they be doing these weird competitions with each other, I think because remember we learned
Yes.
about Tony Dokapil and Matt Gutman, and
Oh, and poor Tony. We didn't even talk about that. We were supposed to talk about that.
oh, we sure was, and I totally forgot. My bad, y'all. But
Let's
yeah,
squeeze it in today so we can fucking laugh.
hmm
I want to laugh so bad because Tony is low key a MAGA.
that little giggle is taking me out.
Because I want to drag his MAGA loving ass. I cannot wait. I'm mad we forgot, but yeah.
well, while we on the subject, I'll go ahead and we can talk about it now, honey, because I was able to find an article from TV Insider, and you all should see where it shows here. Tony Dokapil, Phil, and Matt Gutman earned CBS News best ratings in months.
Uh oh.
Now he
Yes.
really got a reason not to like that ass.
Yes. I said, oh, bitch, you thought you was mad? Yeah. Matt Gutman. I've been watching Matt Gutman. He's good.
Mhm.
Tony. With your MAGA loving ass. Bye.
Good riddance, honey. And this article starts, it says, CBS Evening News scored its best rating performance in 17 weeks for the week beginning July 27th, yet it did so without regular anchor Tony Dokapil at the helm. The show averaged 4.1 million viewers for the week of July 27 when CBS News chief correspondent Matt Gutman was filling in for Dokapil. Not only was it the program's best performance in 4 months, but it was the first time the show had topped the 4 million viewer mark since late March. In addition to gaining 100,000 viewers compared to Dokapil's previous week, the Gutman broadcast also delivered an increase in the coveted adults 25 to 54 demographic. For the week of July 27, Gutman averaged 570,000 not dollars, 570,000 demo viewers compared to Dokapil's 516,000 the week before. It's a bad sign for Tony when your substitute anchor reels in over 100,000 more viewers than you, a
Ain't
CBS
it?
source said per the New York Post. If this trend continues, CBS News and editor chief Barry Weiss will have to think about changing anchors.
That's what fucking Barry White stupid ass get. That dumb bitch. And Matt Ben Gutman. Hold on, Ben Gutman.
Mhm. Ben
Look at
Gutman,
that
honey.
I
face. He's just like, come to me. I got the news for you. Whereas Tony's
okay.
like, I don't give a fuck.
He's a MAGA. He's a MAGA lover. Mm-mm. That's what he get.
And this continues. It says the source added that Doka Pill will need to keep viewership above 4 million upon his return, or it will be a clear indication that the audience prefers Gutman, even if it's a small sample. Weiss promoted
Ooh.
Doka. What did you say?
Nothing.
Oh,
I think.
I
oh,
said, I
Weiss.
know he got smoke coming out of his ears behind this bullshit.
Okay. And Weiss promoted Doka Pill from CBS Mornings to the anchor role on CBS Evening News last December, replacing Maurice Dubois and John Dickerson. While the Doka Pill led show reached a ratings high of 4.6 million in late January, the numbers have since declined. Since taking over CBS Evening News, Doka Pill and Weiss have both faced criticism for appearing to appease President Donald Trump and his administration. Technical issues also plagued the anchor's debut, and he was later criticized for his lenient coverage of the January 6 attacks and for featuring an interview with his own mother on the program. A CBS News insider told the Post that all network newscasts saw an increase in viewership for the week of July 27 compared to the week of July 20th. ABC World Tonight was up 3% in the demo for the week of July 27, which saw Whit Johnson filling in for David Muir. The show was also up slightly in total viewers with 8.18 million over 8.14 million the week before. Meanwhile, NBC Nightly News was up slightly in total viewers. It says 6.62 million versus 6.60 million, but down 1% in the demo compared to the week of July 20th. And it says disclaimer: this post was edited to more accurately reflect the week over week numbers for ABC World News Tonight and ABC Nightly News. Mm-mm. They said,
They try to throw ABC in there just to soften the blow. No, no, it's all about Tony. He shouldn't even been promoted. He is not that guy. His personality is like I don't know, sandpaper, I guess. Yes.
It is he like, I wonder if he used Botox. Like he doesn't have a line on his face. He has no expression as opposed to Matt's picture. I mean, just look at it.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe that's part of why he seems so dry. Maybe
Mhm.
all little
Mhm.
facial enhancements ain't good.
Well, he's got a dry personality too, so
Well, it's matching his
um
face for sure.
and Matt said, I get on the ground, I go out. He be out in the world. He done been around the world interviewing in conflict areas. Like Matt has a personality. He has depth about him. Tony don't. Tony's a little bitch.
and the
He should have
viewers have
stayed in
spoken.
more.
Said we want to see fresh new puss on our TVs, honey. Get that old puss out of here. We don't want to see that shit.
Drink.
Yes.
Look, I don't know. This brings me so much joy. This brings me so much joy.
No, girl. Thank you so much for reminding me because I wanted to talk about it too and totally forgot.
Me
I mean, I'm
too.
just
But
looking at. I don't even watch like the CBS Evening News. I don't know these people, but looking at their faces, Matt just has more of a expressive face. He seems more engaged as opposed to this guy on the left, Tony. Just seems so dry and like his face has no expression on
mhm,
it. And I don't know if that's because he's had some kind of facial procedures done or
mhm.
it's not always a good thing, to do the Botox and stuff. It's just because look at how he's looking. To me, when you have no expression, especially when you're talking about a lot of serious things on the evening news. I mean, we're talking about world news, news about our government, about other countries. You have to emote. And if
Yeah.
you have no emote to emote with, it just comes across as dry.
And when you are on that level of like network news, we should not know your affiliation or how you feel. It should be we have no knowledge. You just are reporting the news.
Right.
And so that also is a negative. And MAGA ain't leaving Fox. They don't care. They're not. They finna stay on Fox. So you think other people who watch CBS and the news like that, they want to hear your leniency on Trump? No. Or you interviewing your mama like you don't even have no depth. Ugh.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear that.
But I think Matt used to work for ABC too, so um
We have a common
Well,
thing. I'm a Matt Stan, honey. Look, you were a part. So you were part of that. The number of 100,000 people that was more than Tony Hunter the previous week. I know that's right.
I
Fresh
just like
meat.
okay,
his
yeah.
face better, and I don't even know these people, but Matt's face
Matt
is
left.
it
It's
just
nice
draws
looking.
you in. Yeah, he's nice looking.
hmm
He looks like he's ready to give you the news. He just has more expression. Not to mean that he's
hmm
gonna, you know, show his emotions when he's telling the story, but you do have to have some kind of facial emotion to me,
hmm I agree.
and you
I,
don't see none of that on Tony's side. Nothing. It
ugh.
gives you nothing.
Well, that's what MAGA gives. Nothing. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Way
So
better.
Matt left ABC to accept a high-profile position as chief correspondent at CBS News. I watched him with ABC for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Tony,
hmm
girl, you in trouble.
hmm 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 He been in trouble, but this makes it even worse. And then for us to report that they got a beef, and then to turn right after that, Matt could do better numbers than him.
Baby, he is
I take so much
livid,
joy in that.
honey. Like the old black folks said, not live it, but live it with a T. He is livid, honey.
Okay, mind you, Tony's 45 and Matt is 48.
See, fresh young puss. The audience wants fresh young puss. Let me stop.
Well, no, no, Matt is 48.
Oh,
He's a
Matt is
little bit
older.
older.
Okay.
Right.
Hmm
Well, they're not that far from each other.
No,
But the
3 years,
comment
but
in the
mhm.
comments it says he covered. We're talking about Matt, right? He covered the Middle East, but was fired after reporting that Kobe Bryant's heli crashed with all four of his children.
Mm.
Oh,
A minor mix. Yeah,
oh, yeah, that wasn't true. But okay.
no, no.
Hey, Marcia.
I Yeah, I don't know that. Was
I,
that true or
I,
false that he did that? I don't know.
I
Well,
don't
I'm guessing it's
know.
true. No, don't give me the line.
Well, yeah, that was
Well,
snafu if he did say that.
no, what I see is that he left ABC for a new position. That was it. Oh, did Matt Gutman get suspended? Yes.
This
He's
might
been
be his
suspended
new position.
twice. He was suspended twice
Oh,
during his
was he?
ABC tenure. Yeah.
Oh,
But he did leave to be a higher correspondent.
okay.
Yes, that was true in 2020 for reporting that all of Kobe's kids were on the plane. And then in 2021, he was suspended for violating company COVID safety protocols,
Oh, okay.
entering a Los Angeles hospital
I
to
guess he
gather a
was.
story without securing advance permission from
Oh,
management.
oh, he was trying to be first on the block.
He's a go-getter,
Yeah, yeah,
and
but you
he
got to get
stumbled
it
a couple
right. You
times.
definitely can't be telling the story like that. All four of his children.
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
a big deal. So yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
Well,
that is that on that, and I will certainly follow if there's any more tea that comes from CBS, honey. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna put a Google alert on both of their asses, honey. Just make sure I don't miss nothing.
I bet you
and we need
can't
to know this
stand it.
rivalry.
You can't
That's
stand him right now.
okay.
This
I
gonna be
like
the
a good
last time
rivalry.
I go on vacation. I ain't never leaving no more.
Look, don't put him in my chair.
So our next story, did y'all did you happen to see on your timelines where people were talking about Hillary? Y'all probably did because I know y'all don't pay attention to much white shit. But Hillary Duff, they were talking about her relationship with Joel Madden. He's the
Mhm.
singer from what's that band he sings in? Give me one second.
Yeah, him and his twin brother.
Yes. And so They were pretty a good Charlotte. That's where he's a good Charlotte front man. And he pretty much was dating Hillary Duff when she was 16 and he was 25. And
Mm-hmm.
I think they got
Yeah.
married or something like that too, right?
Once she was legal, they actually started saying they were dating, but when she was not legal, they were like, "We're just friends. We're just friends." The whole Kylie thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've mentioned this before on
Yep.
before, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, you know who ain't trying to hear none of that shit? Christina Ricci. She was like, "I ain't get that shit out of here. Y'all trying to normalize this bullshit. I don't want to hear it." And this is why I have to say she's another one of my favorite white girls, honey. Anytime I see Christina Ricci talking about something, she's usually on the right side of the fight. And you all should see where I've just shared here by way of BuzzFeed. Yes, they are still around, but BuzzFeed says here's everything you need. Here's everything there is to know about Joel Madden and Hillary Duff's controversial relationship after Christina Ricci calls it out. So let's get into it. Christina Ricci hasn't missed lately. In an innately nosy and chronically online celebrity and pop culture journalist, it says with my specialist areas including deep diving lyrics and calling out terrible men. I don't know. I think that's the person who wrote this said that. But anyway, while Christina Ricci will always be an actor first and foremost, in recent months, the 46-year-old has become just as renowned for how outspoken she is on social media. As an avid Instagram and Threads user, Christina has been spotted commenting on everything from the Diddy trial to Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle campaign, with many people praising her for being, for lack of a better term, on the right side of history. See, for example, that time she read right wing white right wing influencer Emily Wilson for filth for her unhinged comment about voting Democrat, or when she called out Jimmy Fallon for having Conor McGregor as a guest on his show. And this past weekend, people noticed Christina lend her voice to a commentary involving fellow former child actor Hilary Duff. It's worth noting that while they were both child stars, they rose to fame during different eras, with Christina making her movie debut at the age of 10 in the 1990 film Mermaids. As she was 21 years old when the 13-year-old Hilary landed her breakout role in Lizzie McGuire in 2001. Just 3 years later, at age 16, Hillary was dating Good Charlotte frontman Joel Madden, who was 25 years old. The two dated for 2 years, amicably splitting on November 2006. This relationship is obviously considered pretty problematic, given that Hillary was under the legal age of consent in the state of California, where both she and Joel lived when it began. At the time of their split, Hillary was 19 years old and Joel was 27. Since the breakup, Hillary has had nothing but kind words to say about Joel, telling Ryan Seacrest 3 months after the relationship ended, there was nothing, no fight, no, he did this, no, I did that. It was just time for people to move on and do different things. I had a really great relationship with him, and we still have a really great relationship, which is really good and unusual. He's a good person, and I will always care about him, she added at the time. Speaking on the Love Bomb podcast in 2016, Hillary confessed that falling for Joel when she was 16 years old was all encompassing, recalling it was so intense. It was my life. It was like every minute of my day. It was pretty major. And in 2022, it was revealed that Hillary, her husband, Matthew Coma, and their kids are good friends with Joel, his wife, Nicole Richie, and their children. It was Joel's twin brother, Benji Madden, who first made this friendship public when he shared a group photo of all of them at a show at Madison Square Garden. Speaking on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen in 2023, Hillary explained, I have a good relationship with their whole family. People are like, what? We're neighbors. We actually hang out all the time. In fact, that same year, Hillary's husband shared a birthday tribute to Joel on his Instagram story where he joked, it's not even that weird that you dated my wife. It just makes me feel closer to you. And Hillary, who's now
Okay,
38,
that's white people shit.
hello, okay. And Hillary, who's now 38, and 47-year-old Joel's lasting friendship was highlighted once again last week when Joel and Benji surprised attendees of Hillary's Madison Square Garden stop of her Lucky Me tour on August 5th by showing up for a surprise performance of their song, The Anthem. Introducing the twins at the time, Hillary told the crowd, I brought two of my dearest friends to New York City tonight. Talk about some day oneers. While a whole bunch of people were here for the nostalgia, the reunion simply served as a reminder of the former couple's problematic age gap for others, and Christina was among them. It all started when Hello Magazine took to their Threads account to post 20 years after their romance. Hilary Duff and Joel Madden prove there's no awkwardness here. The singer surprised fans at Madison Square Garden by bringing out Good Charlotte to perform the anthem, with ex boyfriend Joel Madden joining his brother Benji on stage. Hillary and Joel dated from 2004 to 2006 when she was 16 and he was 25, and today they're happily living very different lives. Hillary with husband Matthew Coma and Joel with his wife Nicole Richie. In her response, popular meme account Ask Aubrey replied, "No, we're not going to normalize a grown man grooming a teenager." A comment that racked up thousands of likes. Christina then publicly shared her support with this criticism, replying to Ask Aubrey with, "Yeah, seriously, what the fuck?" Reacting to the exchange on a Reddit forum, one popular comment read, "Man, Ricci has been on a roll with great takes recently." While somebody else echoed, "Christina Ricci hasn't missed lately." Another comment added, "We should all be grateful for Christina Ricci." And one more notes, "Christina's social media is so good, she truly will not take any shit." Others share their own thoughts on the situation, with one person saying of Hillary and Joel's romance, "I was so scandalized by this as a teenager, still am. I'm about her age, and 25 seemed unbelievably ancient to me." Somebody else wrote, "I keep seeing the argument that child stars are more mature and living like adults to justify them dating adults, and it's gross. People think that two people in different stages of life are peers just because they have the same job." And again, Hillary has never once said anything negative about Joel or their relationship, and BuzzFeed has contacted both of their reps for comment. So I know that was a lot, but yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, when I watched it in real time, every time they always denied being together when she was 16. They said, no, we're just friends. I remember that. I've always been like, this was weird. And
Why
they
would a
ain't no just
25-year
friends.
old be friends with a 16-year-old? What they got in common?
And they would be out by themselves. Like,
Yeah. Uh-uh. Mm-mm.
I was like, please. And now they talk about it because everybody's of age. But now they talk about like we was together. No, and during the time y'all was lying and saying y'all was just friends, just like Kylie was lying about Tyga no, we're just friends until she was 18, and then they was like, oh, we together. Like we don't like.
And the
Please be
whole
for
time
real.
Tiger was actually rapping about the shit in his song, hun. I'm like, did y'all hear this? He said, because
Look,
he said,
look.
might catch a felony for it, pussy like wet or orange juice in the morning or some shit he said. I'm like,
Let me tell you, these folks be talk. They run their mouth. They talk about everything now and tell how to incriminate themselves.
and baby, I actually liked that song until I heard that line. I said, "Oh no, ma'am," and turned that shit off because the beat was not. It was really fun. I like the beat, but honey,
hmm
I was like, no.
Well, I can't even listen to a BBD song no more because they literally talk about child. I'm like, oh, I can't even listen to this shit.
Ooh,
They
child.
actually called out a what? Said she was. It was a young. It was like 14 or 15 in the song. Oh God, so. Mm, we was in different times, Lord. Thank you. I'm glad we have evolved from that because
Mhm. Well, honey, speaking of evolving, it looks like Perez Hilton's mom might be looking to seek custody of Perez's kids, his three kids.
God bless her.
Yep. And you all should see where it says here by way of Radar Online, Perez Hilton's mom and sister preparing to seek custody of his three children after bloggers disrupting live stream and hospitalization. So this begins. Perez Hilton's family members are reportedly getting ready for a potential custody battle after his shocking mental health episode and hospitalization, Radar Online has learned. The celebrity blogger, who's 48, was rushed to the hospital earlier this month after he was seen harming himself on a disturbing TikTok live stream. Hilton is a single father to three kids, Mario, Mia, and Maite, who he welcomed via surrogacy. As he struggles with his mental health, his mother and sister have been considering taking full custody of the children for their own well being. His mom has been the steady presence in those kids' lives for years, a source dished to Rob Shooter for his Naughty But Nice Substack. She and his sister have practically raised them. Right now, everyone agrees the children need stability above all else. Another insider noted that Hilton's focus needed to be on getting healthy before he can safely care for the children. This isn't about punishing Perez, the insider continued. Everyone wants him to recover, but until he's healthy and stable, the children need to be with people who can look after them. As Radar previously reported, Hilton alarmed viewers and prompted 911 calls after he appeared naked and covered in blood on live stream. Not only did he have a knife in some of the clips, he was also increasingly agitated, angry, and made several concerning remarks. I'm just going to go ahead and end it there because we did talk about this before, and I just wanted to talk about his sister and mom possibly taking custody of the three babies. So
Well,
that.
somebody need to.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ooh, being nasty, being evil to people. Ooh, it comes out. It comes out.
Mhm. I like
Mhm.
let this be a lesson, honey. Like, how do you want to be? If something happens to you, how you want to be treated? Do you want? Because if I were Perez Hilton and I were to be looking at this, even though I have a problematic history, I would be like, I would want to just cry my eyeballs out. Wow, these people really think I should have just finished the job. Yeah, because a lot of people feel that the world would be a much better place without you in it. So, I mean,
Well,
when
he
you do
got to own
family,
that. He got to own that. He's done a lot
mhm,
of controversial things, and he know he pissed people off. This shouldn't be news to him. So the fact that a lot of people don't feel sorry for him, it shouldn't surprise him. Maybe this will be the turnaround he needs, and he'll become a better person. Maybe, maybe not. But you got to own what you put out in the universe. There's a reason for that. I could see if there wasn't a reason, but there's a reason for people feeling the way they do. So that's on you, buddy.
damn right.
And it's not like it was just one incident, two incidents. It was years of
Like
being a nasty ass piece of shit.
to
And
the
I
point where
mean,
you would like I would feel like Perez woke up and say, how can I be a trash person today?
Well, but he got rich
honestly,
off of that. I mean,
yeah.
he got rich off of being an
Mhm.
asshole. And this is the world we live in. People was, may have hated him, but he made money. Look at where he is because of who he is. So,
Mhm.
hey,
And quiet as it's kept, I kind of feel like that about your fave, but mhm.
And the crazy thing is, Chill, he actually did call himself, I guess, quote unquote, trying to make it right, but he did it on Sean Hannity's platform. So it's like,
uh-huh.
yes, girl.
Oh, no.
Had an interview with Sean Hannity, and then he was telling them about how he reached out to Britney and anybody who he historically made their lives a living hell. He reached out and them attempted to apologize or whatever, and of course, they pretty much turned around and said, "You can kiss my ass, fucker."
We have a comment
Well,
that say,
and that's what you're okay with that.
is he related to the Hilton family?
He wishes.
I guess that's a no.
I don't
Absolutely
even think
not.
that's his real last name. I don't
It's
think.
not.
Is it?
He
Oh,
he has
that's
a
right.
very Italian last name. I can't pronounce it.
That's right. That's not his name.
And his first name ain't even Perez. It's Mario.
Yeah, I think that was like his play on Paris Hilton, because
Mhm.
that's when he came out. She was all over the
Oh,
place.
okay.
Yep. Then and you remember Nicole Bitchie? Her name
Yeah.
was a play on
Yeah.
Nicole Richie.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, that's that on that, honey. So, y'all, remember how when we talked about Emma Roberts, problematic ass, when she got married to her new man, and we learned that her auntie Julia and a few others were at the wedding, but her
Hmm.
dad Eric was not there. Remember we learned that, honey. Well, now we're about to learn that Eric was reportedly devastated for being snubbed at his daughter's wedding.
Well, what he done did.
Exactly. And y'all should see where it says here by way of Radar Online, and it's exclusive. Eric Roberts devastated after daughter's Emma's wedding snub. So, shutout Eric Roberts was brutally left off the guest list for his own daughter Emma Roberts' wedding, and Radar Online can reveal the diss has ignited an ugly new feud that's torn his famous family apart. Sources said the Pope of Greenwich Village star, who's 70, is gutted he wasn't invited to the star-studded event where Emma, who's 35, tied the knot with her longtime partner, Cody John, who's 36, in front of a slew of A-list guests, including Demi Moore, and her American Horror Story co-star Sarah Paulson. Adding to Eric's humiliation, his often estranged sister, Julia Roberts, was also front and center to cheer on her niece along with hubby, Danny Motor, and their three children. And insiders are accusing the Pretty Woman alum of fanning the flames between father and daughter. After the July 25 ceremony at a private home in Idaho, Eric said, "I love my daughter. Always have, always will. It is perfectly wonderful for her to celebrate however she wants with whomever she wants." Eric is trying to act like it's no big deal, but everyone knows he's devastated and trying to save face, an insider told Radar Online. It seems harsh that Emma would leave him off the list altogether, and a lot of people are blaming Julia for failing to have his back when he needed her the most. Eric's relationship with his daughter, whose mom is ex-girlfriend Kelly Cunningham, has been tricky from the start. In his 2024 memoir, The Runaway Train, actor admitted to often being high on cocaine when Emma was a baby, leaving him unable to cope with parenthood. The pair's relationship endured other low points as Emma grew up and made her way through Hollywood, especially in 2018 when her dad insinuated that she and Julia rode his coattails to achieve their success. He later apologized for this. Yes, girl.
Julia?
He You heard him right, girl. He later apologized for those comments, describing them as asinine, unfortunate, and untrue. An insider said Eric knows he messed up in the past, but he's taken responsibility and tried so hard to get back on good terms with Emma and Julia. But they've made it abundantly clear that he's an outsider at this point. Listen, yeah,
He
we
fucked
have a
around and
comment
found
saying,
out.
"Damn, he's 70." Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what you get for being a trash person. And that's what happens when you are an asshole to your family. You get cut out. They don't owe you access. And for the fucking nerve to say, Julia, bitch, you wasn't even in enough movies to talk about credited for Julia's goddamn rise to bitch. You fucking delusional. Yeah, you was on them drugs.
He delusional as hell, tried the hell out of that, honey. He really, and then quiet as kept. He didn't Emma didn't ride his coattail. She did her shit on her own, honey. She
He,
might be a terrible person, but that girl is one hell of an act. She plays the role of a bitch so well, honey. Child.
that you like she's a bitch and I'm with it. Well, and she's
Mhm.
abusive. But needless to say, if anything, she learned from her aunt. And I don't want Hammy in them comments saying a motherfucking thing. I don't want to hear this shit.
You baby, you already know his trigger finger is itching, honey. But
No, don't. Yeah.
And I don't like how they try to put this shit on Julia. Like, oh, Julia needed to have his back, and she should have did something to help with that. Girl, bye. She busy. You know what she
No.
busy doing? Working.
And guess what? She went to the wedding, minding her own damn business. What the fuck?
Yes, honey. I think like truly, because now, and I hope I don't want to make this like a generational war, but compared to like our the Gen Xers who raised a lot of us, I was raised by Gen Xers and some Boomers, but millennials and anybody younger than millennials, baby, we have no problems with going no contact with our parents, or we none at all. And I feel like if you truly value that relationship with your children, then you better do some soul searching, some work within. Because baby, when they see, and you see how that man, it was in my comments when I was talking about who was, I think it was Tom Cruise, and how Suri took away his name. And then there was a man in my comment. You could tell he was an older man, but it's like, why do young people think this is okay? And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out a reason why it wouldn't be okay. So, but yeah, it's not. This is
Mm,
Zillennials and millennials and Gen Zers, like the grown ones. They're
not
not
you
playing
found
around.
out my little crew. Oh, look at you.
Oh yes, babe, because you know y'all one of us, honey. I don't y'all you all do not act like Gen Xers. Y'all act more like millennials, and I love that for y'all.
And I have cut off family members for peace, and I did not have no problems. I have no problems doing it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I do it again. so, so, well, that's that on that, honey. Also, we have more information about Lauren Boebert's son and his arrest.
Oh
Her
no.
nasty ass. Well, it's definitely not as I don't want to say it's still scandalous, but not as scandalous as I thought it would be when I read it the first time. But you all should see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Lauren Boebert's son, Tyler X, showed cops video he filmed leading to her arrest. Excuse me, leading to his arrest. I'm sorry. Well, Rep. Lauren Boebert's son, Tyler Boebert's ex girlfriend, showed cops a 43-second video he allegedly filmed of her before she turned 18, which led to his arrest for child sexual exploitation, TMZ has learned. Per a criminal affidavit, 21-year-old Tyler, who was arrested on August 9th, was charged with child sexual exploitation to induce or entice possession with intent, sexual exploitation of a child involving video, and 2 additional counts related to contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The charges stem from an alleged video that a then 18-year-old Tyler filmed with his then 17-year-old girlfriend on April 1st, 2024, a couple of weeks before she reportedly turned 18. The ex-girlfriend reportedly called the police on April 2nd, 2024, after her ex was allegedly sent the video. The affidavit also mentioned the alleged victim initially told cops she was hesitant to report the incident because she didn't want Tyler to get in trouble. Tyler has yet to speak about the matter. Rep. Boebert previously told TMZ, "I love my son," the politician added. "We take these allegations very seriously and pray for everyone affected during this challenging time." Tyler was released after posting a $10,000 bond. He will appear in court for a hearing later this month. So yeah, so that's what it was, being stupid. And so when I first read it, I thought he was 21 years old, like messing around with a 16-year-old or something like that. But no, that wasn't what. So it's based off of what I just read. It looks as if he was 18 with a girl 17 that was going on 18. Some videos were recorded that shouldn't have been, and he stupidly showed or sent it to somebody that he had no business sending it to. So that is that on that, honey. And what we got, girl? Y'all, our president a bitch. I'm sorry. We know this already, but our president is a little bitch, honey. He reportedly, the Iranian government is looking for their ass, honey. He ducked inside of a golf cart to try to get away, allegedly. But you all should see where I have just shared here by way of TMZ. President Trump ducked inside catering truck for fear of assassination by Iran. And I'm sorry, it wasn't a golf cart, it was a catering truck. So this starts. President Trump isn't taking any chances when it comes to Iran. 47 ducked inside a catering truck before he was whisked away in a military jet for fear of being assassinated. That's right. According to the Washington Post, Trump flew to Turkey for the NATO summit last month, and while he was there, he and other U.S. officials publicly stated the president would be leaving on July 8th. Trump told reporters he would be traveling on one of the older Air Force One jets and not the new luxury version gifted to the commander in chief by Qatar that he flew in on, saying he was doing it for old time's sake. The kicker, Trump also said to them, "But if I go, you go," even though he had left them aboard a decoy plane while he secretly flew on another aircraft. Not only that, but Trump recently said his new Boeing jet from Qatar needed security upgrades and it would be going through that process. Meanwhile, TV news crews filmed Trump boarding the older plane from a left side door as he was about to leave Turkey. But then Trump reportedly escaped undetected by the media and slipped inside an airport catering truck usually used for food and other supplies. He was reportedly driven to a smaller plane, an Air Force C-32A, before being flown to Britain. The New York Times reported that the clandestine operation was carried out after U.S. officials learned of a credible threat against Trump's life by the Iranians after talks between the two countries broke down over the war. The New York Times says journalists and a few White House staffers on the older plane were not told the president had not flown in with them from Turkey to Britain, making them unwitting decoys in the elaborate ruse. Once Trump landed in Britain, he reportedly switched back to the older Air Force One jet and stepped off the plane in full view of reporters. The president then strolled across the tarmac in his new Qatar jet, which flew him back to D.C. Mm-mm. Look, we have a comment saying coward and his heel spurs. Well, that is that on that, honey. To hell with this. Mm. Well, oh, so this is some good news. So there's a cheerleader from, or former cheerleader, I should say, from the Dallas Cowboys, who is retiring being a Dallas Cowboy, and she's going to go into Broadway. And not just playing any role, honey. She got the role, an iconic role of Roxy Hart in Chicago. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of Us Weekly. Reese Weaver makes major career announcement after surprising Dallas Cowboys cheerleading retirement. So I won't read the entire thing because this is pretty much the story. She's quitting cheerleader to go into Broadway. But this starts. Former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader Reese Weaver announced some major career news after her surprising retirement from the team earlier this year. Weaver, who's 24, will make her Broadway debut as Roxy Hart in Chicago next month. She announced on Tuesday, August 11th. A dream come true, Weaver wrote on Instagram. Weaver will begin performances on September 7th at New York City's Ambassador Theater. She will join the production for a 6-week limited engagement through October 18th. And I'll just stop it there. So congratulations, girl. And for her to get this role, honey, I know she had to show her chops, honey. Because they don't just let they do not let anybody play Roxy Hart. The lips are what's the words on everybody's lips is gonna be Roxy's, like that's a really big part in this show. I don't know. Have y'all even seen the movie? Uh
Yes. Hmm.
okay. And to this day, I don't know why in the hell they got Catherine Zeta-Jones to play that part. But hey, she made it do it. Who was really good was Renee Zellweger. She was really good in that. And of course, Queen Latifah, but she always does good. And we have a comment saying, saw Chicago in New York. Oh, I know you loved it. It's a good show. I would have loved to have seen it when Brandy was playing Roxy Hart, because she was like, I think they only had two black women play Roxy, and one was Michelle Williams, and then Brandy was the second one. Baby, so good. You know what, Reese? Break a leg, girl. Break a leg. So that's that. Who else was I think wasn't Jill Marie Jones. Um she didn't go into Broadway, but she was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader from what I believe before she started acting. And then she ended up playing the iconic Tony Childs on Girlfriend.
Yes, that sounds correct. Yes.
Yes. So shout out to that. I like that. It's a great actress who played wife of Frasier in Cheers. Who was that? Wife of Frasier.
Why?
Let me see.
Oh, you mean the dark haired chick? Yeah. What about, is that who she said? Is that who they saying she looked like?
Oh, her. I like her. That's
I don't
she
remember her name, but yeah.
so her name on the show was Dr. Lilith Sterling. Oh, she was played by BB Newirth. That's I think didn't BB I think I remember her from Jumanji. Let me see. Did BB Newirth play in Jumanji? I think because she played the aunt in Jumanji, I believe. Let me see. Yep, that's her. She played Nora Shepherd in Jumanji. Okay, well, yeah, and she does look like her a little bit. Well, that's that on that. I have 3 more stories left. This bitch, Brittany Bolton House, and I'm not using that word loosely. She is every aspect of a bitch, anti-black bitch at that. But do you know this stupid bitch is actually trying to get lawyers on, or you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Miss North Carolina USA winner Brittany Bolton House lures up after crown is taken away.
Oh,
I mean,
girl, let it go. Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, so in whichever attorney took that money, it's they clearly just playing in her face and looking to scam her and just pocket all it, because girl, I feel like the rules were clear. The contract you signed was clear. Like, no. Well, this starts. Ousted Miss North Carolina USA, Brittany Bolton House, is gearing up for a legal fight over her lost crown, with her attorney claiming she was targeted for her Christian faith and conservative political views. Attorney Patrick Mincy announced Monday his firm is representing Brittany and conducting a comprehensive investigation into the circumstances surrounding her removal ahead of anticipated legal action. Mincy claims his team has already gathered evidence suggesting pageant officials lacked a legitimate or legal basis to dethrone Britney, blasting the decision as cancel culture. Britney won the 2026 Miss North Carolina USA title in June and was scheduled to compete in the Miss USA pageant on August 27th. Instead, runner up Mila Hadley will take the crown and represent the state. Blaze Productions, which operates the North Carolina pageant, previously said Britney was removed after a thorough review of recently surfaced information, but has not publicly identified the specific conduct or rule violation behind the decision. Britney has said she believes her faith and political views played a role in her removal. Miss USA chairman Tom Broder previously said the organization has zero tolerance for racism, homophobia, transphobia, or language that strips others of their dignity, though he did not publicly accuse Britney of any specific conduct. Mincy says pageant officials' refusal to identify a concrete violation speaks for itself, declaring Brittany Bolton House will not be canceled. No lawsuit has been filed yet. Girl. I mean, is there anything that I can do to rush this cancellation along? I'd love to. Anything that I can do to help, I'm happy to do it. Fuck her. Stupid bitch. And that is that on that. And speaking of another stupid bitch from North Carolina, the baby. But you all should see I have just shared here by way of all hip hop. And it says, this is honestly nothing burger, y'all ain't gonna lie to you, but it says the baby puts North Carolina compound on market for nearly $7 million. This should actually tell y'all here about like when it comes because people think North Carolina real estate is like you get a lot, and you sure, yeah, true, you might compare it to New York or other places up north. Yeah, you'll definitely get more for your money, but baby, people can barely afford to live in North Carolina any longer. But this starts. The baby is putting his North Carolina fortress on the market for $6.9 million, and the price tag tells a story about how far the Charlotte rapper's empire has shifted. The gated compound at 135 Stillwater Road in Troutman originally cost him $2.3 million when he copped it years back. But now he's looking to triple his investment as he pivots towards new business ventures beyond the booth. According to the NC Beat, the 11,241 square foot property features 5 bedrooms, multiple bathrooms, and all amenities you'd expect from a rapper's fortress, including a pool and stadium lighting that makes the whole compound glow at night. The mansion sits behind concrete walls and security gates, but it's also the site where things got real in April 2022 when a trespasser was shot on the property. Police confirmed the baby was home during the incident, and according to WCNC Charlotte, the caller told dispatchers the intruder had climbed the fence and was shot in the leg. The property now displays no trespassing, and we have guns and shovel signs, making it clear that security is no joke out there. What's really interesting is that the baby's moving on from just being a rapper to becoming a full fledged entrepreneur. He's expanding his business portfolio with No Knife Chicken and Waffles, his new restaurant in Charlotte that's already making waves in the food scene. Beyond that, he's got Billion Dollar Baby Entertainment, his record label, which he founded in 2017, plus a clothing line that's collaborated with major retailers. The real estate move signals he's treating property investment as seriously as he treats his musical catalog. The listing comes at a time when DaBaby's navigating some financial headwinds, including a reported $1.8 million IRS dispute and show fees that have dropped significantly from their peak over his gay AIDS scandal. Selling the mansion could be a strategic move to consolidate his assets and focus on the restaurant business and his label operations. hmm Trying to make a $5 million profit on that house. Listen, hey,
Look here, because don't nobody want to listen to your raps no more. Hmm. Too bad, so sad. You should have not been a nasty person.
I told you, I say this all the time. What happened to him was like I did not see that happen to another artist in hip hop ever. Ever. They usually be rewarded for speaking up like that about the gay community. He must have pissed off the right person, honey. Because his career, he took a hit, baby. Shows were being canceled and all. I'm like, I've
He did
never
it in a
seen.
time that whatever was going on, the tolerant There was no tolerance for slander at that particular time.
Yeah.
And he fucked up at the wrong time. And then it didn't help that how he did that girl, which her stupid ass, but didn't help how bad he dogged her, as dumb as she was.
Okay, Danny, are you sure that light skin is what he wants, girl? I mean, she
Mm.
really made it light skin is what he
No,
wants. I'm like,
yellow bone. She said yellow bone.
oh yeah, yellow bone is what he wants, stupid ass. And she not even a yellow bone. She the mean.
She is Cuban.
Oh, she Cuban.
Is a Cuban. She's Cuban. Or, yeah, I think, yeah, she's Cuban.
So long story short, not black. Okay.
Not black. And yeah, so and I actually liked her and I had high hopes for her. And then she did all of that. And I was like, girl.
So did I, Moonlight. You know, everybody don't get a like a Prince approval. She had Prince approval.
Yeah, she had the dance. I liked the little song. It was cute. I was like, okay, girl. She was on the little internet doing her little dances, that little challenge. You was like, okay, girl, you cute. And then you go and say that stupid shit. That's that very dumb shit. And then you following behind this little short ass munchkin. My God. The way they both fell off, something that need to be documented. Ugh, it just need to be studied.
For real. Well, that's that on that. And the last story that I have for us today. So, Whitney Houston. They are actually putting out a Whitney Houston Barbie doll. And you all should see, I have just shared here by way of all hip hop. Whitney Houston joins Beyonce and Nicki Minaj with signature Barbie doll.
Don't show that Barbie doll.
You sure y'all don't want to see it? Y'all want to
I've
see the
seen it, and I
Is it
I
bad?
really want Mattel to quit fucking playing in goddamn people's faces. And if
It's a
Whitney or
bad.
Elizabeth Houston was here, she would have gave them a piece of her motherfucking mind.
What? Oh, they pulled back the 80s one? Why'd they go there?
listen,
And
I
then
want
it's
to buy
not even
my
about
book.
it being the 80s. Look at the face.
Hold on. Can you scroll it up, Auntie, a little bit?
What's that wax museum? They on
Oh,
some wax
oh,
whatever the
mm,
Ew.
mm.
Oh no.
bitch don't you ever in your
And
life.
normally they do right. What happened?
Child.
You missed
What
Mm-mm.
on this one.
happened?
Definitely a miss on this one. Who is that?
Mm.
Exactly.
It's not Whitney. I know that's a Whitney fit from. Is that I Want to Dance with Somebody? Is that that?
Yeah,
Was that the
that's
video?
reminding me of that video with the curly hair and stuff. But
Yeah, that's I
who
Want to
the
Dance with Somebody.
fuck's face is that?
That's
I never.
Hammy,
Yaya
Hammy,
DaCosta.
please stop because I will drag you. About Whitney Elizabeth Houston, I will drag you. Okay.
Well, I like to talk about this girl on came online and said that Whitney was overhyped. I said she must be from the Z generation because
Or she might not be Black American for real. Because you remember how that girl
no, she
Lovey.
is.
Oh, she
No,
was
she
Black
is.
American. Oh well.
She's Black
uh,
American.
Remember when Lovey she got her Haitian
Don't
ass
talk
with
about her either because I will pay her
listen,
cock-eyed head ass.
I forgot
girl.
about Lovey. Wait, what was her name?
Because
I
her
mean,
ass
what
talking
was?
about some what she say, Tevin Campbell was overrated or some shit. She said, baby, they ate her ass up. And that's pretty much how she exposed herself for not being Black American.
Oh, and she's disappeared, huh?
Oh, good.
Yeah, let her ass stay gone.
Yeah, good.
Her
Good.
and that
Good.
Because she
bald
used to
headed
be
demon.
on. Who is the bald headed demon? Oh, never mind. I already know. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, Hammy, don't let me drag you about Whitney Elizabeth Houston, okay? Not too much.
So this is certainly not Whitney Houston we're looking at on the screen. I think if I had to take a guess, it would probably be when Yaya DaCosta played her in that Lifetime
Oh,
movie.
not they use that as a reference.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
And I have to say, Yaya killed it, honey. She did that, honey. That was good. Well, y'all, that was actually all the tea that I have for us today. So before we head out, I always like to ask my crew, did you all have any tea that you wanted to share or any tea that I might have missed?
No, but I did have a comment that I meant to make on the earlier story about the baby. He over here selling his real estate because he want to keep up with a restaurant. Nigga, we don't even know what your restaurant is. And does he not know the history of restauranting for most people? That they don't, it's not a sustainable restaurant. Like
Most of
even
them
when you're
fail.
right, even when you're likable, like uh Tabitha Brown, she shut her shit down because it was hard business to keep up. So I need him to be fucking for real, act like he got some motherfucking sense. If he has some motherfucking sense, he will be using that mansion as a an attraction of some sort, hosting, some kind of beat camp or studio camp or something, just like oh boy just did the little streamers university. He could be doing music, music camp. Get in touch, bring all your hottest whoever's. But no, you want to keep up with a restaurant and
Well,
niggas don't
he
even know.
said that. He said that. I
And a
translated
label.
that into I need this money.
Need this
Mm-hmm.
money for what? You trying to
Cause he
sell
ain't got
this?
no rap career. He off. He fell off. It's recession. He got to sell that home because he probably gonna have taxes he need to pay. He ain't gonna have no
Yeah, he
money.
ain't bringing in enough to maintain no damn $3 million mansion.
But also, you trying to sell it for a profit, sir. I need
Well,
you to
you're
be.
always supposed to try and sell it for a
I
profit.
need
I
him
mean,
to. I need him to be FFR. If he really that money pressed. If his stomach really touched his back like that, I need him to be FFR.
Well, he probably gonna come down on it to get it sold, but I mean, I think he'll make profit over what he sold. But yeah, he probably
hmm
needs the funds,
yeah,
because
because
he
I don't think
killed
he
it.
a
If
rapper
he
no
wasn't
more.
such a damn asshole, he wasn't a bad rapper. I mean, he
No,
wasn't bad, not the worst. And
no,
but you
definitely not the
can't
worst.
be the biggest asshole and think you're gonna be okay.
Man, that short
And
people
not when you're new
syndrome,
age. We'll
they
put it like
fucked
this.
him up.
We'll
Right.
put a caveat on this. Not when you're a new
You
artist.
knew, yeah.
You're a
He
new age
came out the
artist.
box, killing his own
Okay.
career.
Because there's
He
some
don't even have a catalog like that. What he had, one or two albums. That's it.
right. There's some people who have skin in the game that been around. They can be a little
Yeah, you can get
nice,
like you can do that.
nasty. They,
Hmm.
people still going. They don't care that you mean. They still gonna show up and buy your shit.
Well, yeah, you done made your money though. See,
Hmm.
but for him, he came out the box causing trouble and being violent and being nasty and doing this and doing that. Well, you shot your own self in the foot,
Hmm
just like your
Right.
friend did. But you tried to fuck with Megan.
hmm
Well, fuck
Yep.
that little nigga.
Yeah,
Ended
two
up
little
being the
short
worst.
munchkins.
Ended up being the worst of the two babies in question. The
Right.
little and the. Also, Happy said they made her hair so long so that kids can cut them. Proudly.
But
But actually, they made that doll for the children that were the children of Whitney Elizabeth Nippy Houston. Because these new kids on the block, you know,
mm, mm,
these
mm,
new
mm,
children,
mm.
all they know about is a twerk here, a twerk there, an Ice Spice. Who's another girl out here? I don't fucking know. They don't know about real motherfucking music. So really, they made that for the millennials and above. She said also that Mattel needs to bring back the crimping tool we used to use on our own hair. Absolutely not. We gonna let that go. You better get you a good hot tool piece. Or was it a twisted thing? Either way, don't do that. Mattel got enough money. They don't need no. You need your hair crump. You need your hair beveled or something. I got you happy. No problem. A hot gold piece. I can get you right. Um, and they have to have a Bobby Brown Ken doll. So see, what we not gonna do is open up old wounds.
Well,
You
they
see how
already
they
got a
went.
Cabbage Patch.
Listen, you see how they went to. They went to. Uh, I want to dance. I think that's where that's from. I want to dance with somebody. They went before that era. We're not gonna open up old wounds. A bag of sugar, a white sugar in the box. Also happy. I love you, but just like I told Hammy about Whitney Elizabeth Houston, I will drag you.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't play with it, Happy. Don't play.
Hello,
Don't play with it
hello.
now.
Hey, listen.
You're doing
Whitney
too
knew who
much.
she was, and we know who Whitney was.
You're doing
We
too
will
much.
not wake it up in here. No, we won't. No.
Look, Happy said y'all can have a Whitney girl. I see. I listen to Mickey Howard.
And that's fine. That is
Don't make
all
us
fine and
jump
dandy.
you in your own program.
And we show and on your own platform. I show will about Whitney Elizabeth. Yes, yes, I
Oh
sure will.
no, no nippy slander up in here.
At all. Because Whitney said, "I don't do crack."
I need to see the receipts, honey. See that crack is. I smoke too much money to smoke
But
crack.
hello, hello. She said, "I have money."
Okay.
The fuck you
Yes, and
mean?
that's
I do
hence
crack.
that's why she said a little box of the granulated to represent the powder. I'm sorry. That
Oh, we gonna be outside when you get off.
was
So y'all, I
oh,
know I said that we was about to head out, but I actually just browsed through TMZ and I did see like three more stories I wanted to talk about really quickly before
oh,
we headed out.
okay. Well, go
Mhm.
ahead then.
So the first one we just talked about this earlier, Lauren Boebert's son, so that they actually have more information about the stuff that he was sending. And do y'all know this little motherfucker allegedly used the N word in one of his texts?
Oh yeah, I can believe it.
Girl, you see where it says about where TMZ, Lauren Boebert's son used N word in text related to child exploitation arrests, cops say. Girl,
Sounds
well,
about white.
sounds about white. Mm-hmm. Well, Rep. Lauren Boebert's son Tyler casually used the N word during a sexually charged text exchange tied to his child sexual exploitation case, according to an arrest affidavit obtained by TMZ. The docs are related to Tyler's recent arrest for allegedly filming a sex tape in 2024 when he was 18 and his then girlfriend was 17, 2 weeks shy of her 18th birthday. The docs say the 43-second sexually explicit video was sent to an ex boyfriend of the girl, which led to her going to the cops. She said she was unsure how her ex and others got a copy of the video. According to the affidavit, the girl said she had been dating Tyler for a while and did not want Tyler to get in trouble for the video, which was allegedly shot at his home. Per the docs, investigators obtained a series of texts Tyler sent to third parties. He allegedly sent the video to one of those people writing, "just for you," with a winking emoji. According to the docs, the reply to Tyler read, "laughing my ass off, two can play that game." The police said they also spoke to the girl's mom, who was upset by the situation. Another alleged text convo shows Tyler and a third party using the N word multiple times. An unidentified person wrote Tyler, "You make people miserable." And then Tyler responded, "You were worse than me. You had niggas waiting at the driveway while with me." The other person said, "Stop talking, nigga." And Tyler fired back, "Free speech, yo. Literally, love America." The alleged text escalates from there with the mystery person saying, "You don't love the back shots." And Tyler responded, "Tiny ass dick. Don't get you moaning as I do." Okay. As TMZ first reported, Tyler was arrested on August 9th and released after posting bond. Rep. Bobo told TMZ she loves her son, adding her family takes these allegations very seriously and pray for everyone affected during this challenging time.
I forgot we was even talking about white folks. I zoned out and just was listening, and I forgot we was talking about white people. There was way too many niggas in a white person's story. Wow.
What's that saying go? Many a nigga was said, but nary a nigga was seen. So that's that on that, honey. Stupid little boys doing stupid little boy shit, honey. I am not surprised at this at all. And yeah, and she talking about the girl was wondering how the hell her ex boyfriend obtained that video because Tyler sent it. The fuck, allegedly. You know I gotta say that, but well, that's that on that, honey. Let me talk about. Let me see. That other story. So this other story I wanted to talk about was about Sydney Starr. Let me find the story. I thought she wasn't going to say anything else about this, but I guess she's talking in court, I guess. But you all should see where I've just shared here by way of TMZ. Love and Hip Hop, Sydney Starr asks judge to free her from jail after sodomy arrest. So, Libra Queen, you want to add something for us? Start going into it.
No, afterwards,
Oh,
immediately afterwards.
okay. Well, this starts. Reality star Sydney Starr is tired of sitting behind bars, so she's begging the court to let her out on bond ASAP, TMZ has learned. Sydney filed docs claiming she's remained in custody in Georgia on sodomy and other charges since her August 2 arrest. The Love and Hip Hop star said there is no evidence she is a flight risk, nor does she have a criminal history. She says she's lived in Chicago her entire life and works in the television industry. Sydney asked the judge to set a reasonable bond due to her being indignant. I'm sorry, is what's this word? Indigent. Sorry, I never used that word before, but anyway, claiming she cannot afford more than a nominal bond. As TMZ first reported, Sydney was arrested on charges of sodomy and child molestation following an alleged incident at an Embassy Suites hotel in Hateville. Police say Sydney met a male in the hotel lobby, and the two went back to her hotel room where she allegedly performed oral sex. Cops met with the boy and his parents after a hotel employee called cops. Sydney told officers the male told her he was 18, but police say his parents told them their son was under 16. During questioning, officers said an open condom fell out of Sydney's pocket and they found another condom in her pocket. Oh, go ahead, Libra Queen.
I would like for all the what level, B list, C list, D list, F list celebrities with last name Star um to take us out of group chat. We don't want no more reports. If your stage celebrity last name is STARR, we don't want no more. STAR, we don't want no more. Delete it. Release us. Jesus. And she indigent, you ate that because you sounded it out and you got it right on the first time.
Thank you,
Try.
boo. I've never
Uh,
seen that word before.
hello. But yeah, she over here talking about she indigent, but she was over here fucking on a little boy. You had money to go get in a hotel to go fuck, but now you ain't got no money for no bill. Stay your ass over there.
She tired of being in.
Re-
She been in jail what, like 2 weeks,
Baby,
3 weeks? She tired of sitting in jail.
Well, she better get
girl.
used to it, cause
Okay,
sound like she gonna be there a little while longer.
okay, just
I
a
guess
little
all that
while
social
longer.
media shit show you can look like look like you got it going on, but now you
But don't have
indigent when
shit
it come to
moving.
paying bill. Okay,
It's not a motion party. We do not want to end. She needs to stay her
Okay.
ass over there.
And I hate to have to say this, but Sydney unfortunately does not have the best credibility. She
At
doesn't.
all.
So
I'm not a flight risk. Yeah, all right.
whole time your ass you get out, honey, your ass to fly to Thailand.
I know he
Allegedly.
minor. We're not gonna see his picture, but I kind of want to see his picture because if he's under 16, I'm thinking he probably looks. Not all kids look young, not all of them, but I'd be interested to see like what he looks like.
Yeah.
Also, I just think she just, you know,
And
thirsty.
remember the last time when we talked about it, when
Oh,
Cup was here, he Cup pretty much was like, if you have to ask, yeah. So that tells me that he looks young. That boy was looking young in the face for her to even have to ask, hey, how old are you?
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't have taken his word. He would have had to show me some ID.
Hmm.
and listen, at my big age, when people be over here trying to call me adorable, you don't think I would have been like, excuse me, sir? Even if you do look of age, where I need to see some identification. Fuck. Hell wrong with y'all.
Hmm. And the
But also,
last story oh, sorry, boo.
I said, but yeah, she needs to set her ass where she at. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Unless you can prove that, because I feel like the only way that will prove that is if that young man comes out and say, "Yes, I did tell her that I was 18." But even then, I don't even think, as much as they hate trans people in Georgia, hun, I don't even think that'll do any good. So that's that on that. Well, speaking of not doing no good, honey, I have this story here from Suge Knight, honey. And you all should see where it says here by way of TMZ. Suge Knight says Keefy
Mhm.
D wasn't the only one involved in Tupac's murder.
He already got something to say and just got
No, honey, I have to say I am so here for it. I just love how this man does not give a fuck, and he talk he like Wendy Williams used to say, he says it like he means it.
Yeah. Don't tell us about it, Suge.
Hmm. Well, Suge Knight is hoping Dwayne Keefe D. Davis squeals in court because he claims Tupac Shakur's murder was an assassination involving far more people than the lone man now standing trial. The incarcerated Death Row Records co founder called into TMZ Live Tuesday as jury selection continues in Keefe's murder trial in Las Vegas, telling Harvey and Charles the public has been fed the wrong story about the killing for nearly 30 years. Suge, who was driving the car when Tupac was fatally shot, says the attack wasn't over a chain or gang colors. His blunt take: this was an assassination. Suge says Keefe D has already done damage to himself by repeatedly discussing the case in a book and on podcasts. As for Keefe D's attempts to walk back those statements and blame a ghostwriter, Suge isn't buying it. He also claims several other people played roles in Tupac's death, though, as always, Suge refused to name names. He says he spent decades taking the blame while others escaped scrutiny. Still, Suge says he isn't looking for revenge and believes Keefe D deserves a fair shake. In fact, he claims he pushed the release of his own book, Your Pain Is My Joy, to September because he didn't want to pile more pressure on during the trial. Jury selection began Monday in the case against Keefe D, who has pled not guilty to murder. Prosecutors allege he orchestrated the 1996 attack and supplied the gun, though they don't claim he fired it. Suge also opened up about Tupac's lasting influence, the allegations that followed him for decades, and why he sees the trial as a potential teaching moment for hip hop. So, no, all right now. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
Using his good phone time to call TMZ is crazy. Also, I hate when people be doing this half telling shit. If you gonna tell something, tell the whole thing. You say you don't care about whatever, and you the big man on campus, and you out here got everybody and their mama still scared while you been locked up for years and years. Tell name names, my nigga. My nigga name names. It's no problem. Just
Even
name
if
the
it
people.
was, all the people dead. All the people that was in the car is dead except for this one person. Okay, if there was more people, well, okay. And
Name them motherfucking names. Otherwise, keep it on the yard. We don't want it.
What Monique say their names or keep it on the playground.
Hello.
Mhm.
But also that time on the phone, baby. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. You hear me? TMZ. As soon as they be like, we gotta collect call from blah blah blah, and TMZ be like, yeah, accept all charges. Yeah, yeah.
I know I
yeah, they be
Crazy.
agree.
having phone cars now. I think.
Either
I
Damn.
way,
think
TMZ be in there ready. But also the fact that he be doing that. Think of the messiest person you know,
him. He is. Oh my
and it's a
god.
man.
I'm so
And just a
tired of
quick
him.
disclaimer, we here at Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea love and respect Marion Shook Knight.
You
Listen,
do.
we
We
here
don't
You
at
want
do.
no smoke.
we here at Auntie Derek Daytime Tea do respect Suge Knight, but guess what, big dog? Guess what? You a big dog and I'm a big dog too. You hear me? You big and bad, and so am I.
Yes, but okay. Now I'm not. Look, I know my lane, and let me tell you, Suge Knight, that's a whole different kind of crazy, honey. Like, I can play crazy if I want to, but it will never be enough to match his.
Yeah, keep that over there.
Okay, now for real, this time that was all the tea that I had for us today. So I want to take this time to thank my lovely co-host and everyone else for taking the time out of their busy days to sip this hot tea with me. We will be back tomorrow, starting at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another live show if you can make it. Don't forget to subscribe to a bitch. Head over to auntiederik.com, hit that big green subscribe button at the top left, and join my free mailing list so that way you can get your inbox, your daily hugs in your inbox. And until tomorrow, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
And shout out today being national. Wait, today is it's a
Hip Hop
it was a
Day.
but it didn't say national. But yeah, it's hip hop day, so it's a hip a hop a hippity hop.
DJ Kool Herc, but hip hop was born on this day in what is in 19. I put in the email. I think it was 1973.
Yes.
And on what's the address? 15. Don't. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't take my
1520
1520
Sedgwick.
Edgewick Avenue
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Bronx, girl.
Shout
Well,
out to the Bronx.
I ain't gonna say all that now, but because when I first moved to New York, I lived in Castle Hill, and it was an experience. So, look, shout out to other parts, of maybe like Harlem, Brooklyn. I don't know about the Bronx. It's all in fun, y'all. I love y'all. And until tomorrow, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye, y'all.